Tonight's Inside Story is a story of hope for all of those people who may have been told there is no hope. It's a tribute from a son to his mother, an attempt to make sense of a devastating injury that almost destroyed a family. Avery.
Gord, there is a small apartment in Hamilton with a framed quote that hangs on the wall, and it's a quote from renowned psychiatrist Carl Jung, who said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." A simple brown box, no outward sign of the extraordinary gift within. This is Connie Rudunsky, a devoted mother of four, caring, loving, committed to her family, an avid runner.
She'd go for runs on a daily basis, and she'd always run out that road. My heart went out to her. That was pretty sad.
I remember thinking this was the end for my mother, and the whole world stopped.
This is where their world stopped December 11th, 2001. Connie out for her daily run, struck by a car, her body thrown 25 feet, her injuries catastrophic.
They were very severe. I mean, her face and head was blown wide open.
Connie's body heals, but her brain does not.
There was front right lobe brain injury issues, as well as some back lobe injuries.
It was like her personality changed. She didn't want to have anything to do with family or friends or anybody. She was really angry, and she was never really an angry person.
Doctors warned Connie's family that the woman they knew, so filled with love and compassion, was gone forever.
They told me that I should treat this as a death and grieve in that way.
Unable to handle family life, Connie moves out. Her marriage falls apart.
She lost her husband in her marriage. She lost her children. She lost the role of mother.
Loss of vision in one eye, loss of smell.
Some real challenges with problem solving and judgment.
There was paranoia, delusional behavior.
Very detached.
Potential for violence.
Safety risks.
And that dragged on for years, but Connie and her family refused to give up.
I believed in the possibility and the potential, and I wasn't willing to accept, right or wrong, that she wouldn't get better. I heard her laugh, and I recognized that laugh, and I'm thinking to myself, she's in there somewhere. And then her sense of humor started to come back, and pieces of her personality started to come back.
12 years and 3 months have passed, and what Chadwick is about to tell you was once unthinkable.
I don't think anyone would have guessed that she'd be living the lifestyle she is today, and she's got a high quality of life. She's a happy person. She loves her family.
With her relentless strength, faith, her family's love, and a dedicated medical team, Connie has ever so slowly regained a new life.
I likened my life after my brain injury to a puzzle. I tried to put this puzzle together, and the pieces wouldn't fit.
And in this box, a son's attempt to help make those pieces fit.
There's the cover, that's you. An extraordinary story of perseverance and triumph.
With no experience, Chadwick set out to document his mom's story.
We went out and bought a Macintosh computer and called a few more friends. We borrowed their cameras.
Interviewing doctors and his own family.
I wanted to tell it for my mom. I wanted her to see what she had been through.
When I finished watching the documentary, it was like I was very quiet, because you feel guilty that you weren't there, even though you couldn't be. And now I want to try to make up for that.
Connie has now refound loving relationships with her children and relishes in her young grandkids. Despite a decade of loss, this family managed to hold tight to the one thing that mattered most.
What do you think the overriding message is in that documentary?
Hope. Oh, definitely. Don't give up. Don't give up on anyone with a severe brain injury. You don't know the possibilities.
And Chadwick just this week got his hands on the hard copy of the DVDs that he has created. He's giving them out for free to different brain injury foundations, as well as to all of his mom's therapists and doctors. And on our website, we will have the full documentary that he put together.
And this is not all hearts and flowers. This doesn't have a so-called happy ending, but things are looking a lot better than they were. But you can see the toll it's taken on this family unit.
Well, you know, you think about brain injury, and I think that Chadwick had a great way of describing it. It is like a mental illness. When that frontal lobe of your brain is damaged, it changes your emotions, your compassion, your empathy. She's gaining so much back because she's such a fighter and because she's got the love of her family. But she is forever changed. She does have love in her life. She's planning to get married and have a home, her own house. And this really is, she says, a new story that she's starting, not a new chapter. So it's an amazing inspiration story from son to mother. I'd love to hear your inside story ideas. My email address is on my Twitter site as well, which is @CityAvery.
The Inside Story runs every Tuesday and Thursday on City News. All segments are up on our website, citynews.ca.